Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the CRN as we have the Smoky Mountain Grass Roots 305s out here at the Big E, the house that Earl built. That's right, Eldora Speedway. It's a 0.44 mile track here on the dirt. Definitely going to be a fun race to have. We've already seen the pro late models do a little bit of racing here this season at the Big E. Now it is time for the 305s to take their turn at the Big E. Can't wait to see what happened. Want to give a big shout out to Lobster Boys Food Truck for coming on board as the series sponsors, along with Elite Performance Industries, powered by the shop, soon to be powered by Norsport Racing. Want to give a big shout out to 2-5 Cinematography as well for coming on board. Cash's Customs, Nana Cash's, I can't remember what it is, but anyways, can't wait to see what kind of great racing that we have here on tonight. But qualifying is underway. As you can see, one car out there on the racetrack getting their laps on in. I'm going to go ahead and look at the qualifying, as it's still going to be PJ Popham starting P number 1, Jaden Lapp in P number 2, Stephen Perkins in 3rd, Trevor Notke in 4th, Jason Haynes in 5th, Josh Notke in 6th, Christopher Cash in 7th, Zach Bremer in 8th, and Gary Mansberger rounding out your 90-car field. We still have one more car to get that last top 10 qualifying position, and that's going to be Eric Dean, as he has yet to make his way on out for his qualifying. Want to give another big shout out to Sean English Racing for building tonight's setups. Sean, one of a pro driver in the dirt world over here on iRacing. I was lucky enough to have a CRN be put right on the front of the front wing of that number 960 machine. So from everybody here at CRN, Sean, if you are watching and paying or listening, we hope you do good, and can't wait to see you win one of those championships and keep it on going. CRN getting it thrown on there as a sponsor for Sean English Racing for the 2023 season, and couldn't be any more happier. Sean English doing what he does best with the dirt setups. Eric Dean finally out there taking his times, as he's got 7 seconds to do so. Can he get all the way back on around in about 2 seconds? It looks like he's not going to be able to, so no time is going to be awarded for Eric Dean. So Eric Dean going to round out your top 10. Top 3 going to move on to the feature. Looks like it's going to be one heat for all these other drivers, so you're going to see everybody out there all at one time instead of splitting them up between 4 or 3 heats. If you're out there watching and paying, following along, make sure you guys put down in the broadcast chat who you guys would like to see win tonight's debut. PJ Popham obviously going to start on the pole for the feature. He's been a hot shoe all season long and is credited one of the favorites to win no matter what kind of car or where they are at. It could be Volusia, and he's going to be one of the heavy favorites to get the race win. I'm going to go ahead and take it down track side with the number 39 of Trevor Notke, as he's going to bring that number 39 machine. He's going to start on the pole position with Jason Haynes to his outside. P number 3 is going to be Joshua Notke in the number 113 with Christopher Cash on his outside. Gary Mansberger going to be on the outside of Zach Bremer, and then you have Eric Dean rounding out your 7-car field. Pace truck going to take one more pace around and see what's going to unfold here through these first set of corners. You're going to see everybody coming on in and through. There they are. Going to go ahead and bring up your track map for you so you guys can see exactly what I see throughout the whole entire race. As you see, they're going into turn number 3. Down to turn number 4, you're going to see these drivers for the first time in a heat race going this slow. Pace car into pit lane. Green flag coming on out. It's going to be Trevor Nodke and Jason Haynes leading them to the green flag. Christopher Cash using the outside to his advantage all by himself. 305s, you kind of want to be down on the inside just with how slow these cars really are. You don't really want to be up in no man's land. You want to be down by that inside wall, but he's holding strong in P number 3 on that top shelf. 3 wide down to the inside. Gary Mansberger making a little bit of contact with what look like Eric Dean. Gary Mansberger, a little bit of a slide job, crossover maneuver down low on Eric Dean, just not able to get the power down. Still going to be Trevor Nodke and Jason Haynes having a little bit of trouble. Not sure what happened there. Jason Haynes going to go back to the point. Christopher Cash leading a lap here in heat race number 1. Round to the outside, making it work. Jason Haynes using that inside to his advantage, though. Down to the inside is going to have the run. Here comes Christopher Cash. Still rolling that outside. He may get the race win here tonight if he can keep it up there. Jason Haynes can get clear, but then he can't get clear. Seems like coming up off the corner. That's where Chris Cash makes up all the time. There it is again. At the line, it was, I think, Christopher Cash with race lead. Side by side, these two drivers not giving an inch. They made a little bit of contact there. That's going to help Joshua Nodke move his way up towards Christopher Cash and Jason Haynes. Christopher Cash getting credited for leading that lap as well. Christopher Cash right on the back bumper, gets a little bit too loose. And here comes Joshua Nodke now. Bumper to bumper traffic. Christopher Cash down to the inside. Almost makes contact. Hard to the outside wall. White flag this time by for heat race win number 1. Christopher Cash not going to be able to get there, but here comes Zach Bremer out of nowhere. Down to the inside. Not going to be able to be there. It's going to be Jason Haynes with the race win. Christopher Cash with his best finish in the heat races so far this season. In your top 3 going to be Josh Nodke, Zach Bremer finishing P number 4, Eric Dean in 5th, Gary Mansberger in 6th, and Trevor Nodke running out your 7-car field for that race. Warm up, getting ready to start. We're going to go ahead and turn the music up. Well, turn the mics down, turn the radio, or not radios, but turn the iRacing up, and we're going to give you guys a little bit of You Love to Hear It. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you loved the sights and sounds of the 305s going around the Big E Eldora Motor Speedway here for those first 3 minutes of the warm-ups. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the let me get this moved up here. There we go. Let me get the grid here momentarily for everybody. It is going to be PJ Popham starting at P number 1 on the race field. Second is going to be Jaden Lapp into the number 25. Third is going to be Stephen Perkins in the number 11. Fourth is going to be Jason Haynes in the number 66. Fifth is going to be Chris Cash. Sixth will be Joshua Nodke. Seventh will be Zach Bremer. Eighth is going to be Eric Dean. Ninth will be Gary Mansberger. In rounding out your 10-car field, everybody's getting a top 10 here tonight, is going to be Trevor Nodke. This driver's not even going to know this, but we're doing back to front challenge for Trevor Nodke. I know how fast this guy is. I am going to put up a $5 cash bonus if Trevor Nodke can finish top 3. So, Trevor, if you're out there listening, watching, paying attention, if you finish top 3, you will get a little bit of a payday. But pace car in, PJ Popham going to lead them back to the green flag. We are here at Eldora for feature time, 30 laps. The distance all the way through turn number 3 and 4. There he is, PJ Popham, leading them off into the distance. Single file for the most part. Jaden Lapp following all the way back to P number 4. And here comes Trevor Nodke, working his way around the number 53, going to work his way to the number 86 of Gary Mansberger, who has to check up. Trevor got to check up as well. That's not going to help his case at all. He's finally able to get around the number 53. He's taking on board with Jaden Lapp. I'm going to go ahead and go back to our heat race runner-up, Christopher Cash. During that little bit of a break, I told him his inside lane a groove. You got to get down to that inside. The 305s are more about your momentum and speed. 305s got to go down to the inside and be down by the wall. Christopher Cash finally listening. Kind of keeping it right in the middle. Joshua Nodke wasn't sure where he was going to go. Had to check up just a little bit to keep from running over Christopher Cash. As the track did reset, and these drivers trying to do what they can do to get all the way in and through. Is looking up front. PJ Popham has Stephen Perkins all over his rear bumper. Side by side, possibly coming off of turn number 1 and 2. No. He's going to be able to get clear this time by. PJ Popham not able to run all the way around the field here. As Stephen Perkins so close to that inside wall, looked like he tabbed it just a little bit. And Stephen Perkins almost getting into the side of the number 2 machine, but experienced dirt racers not letting it happen. And I tell you what, if there's a safety barrier on that inside wall, Stephen Perkins would have had hit it so far, side by side off the corner. This is what they need right here. Can Stephen Perkins make the pass, or does PJ Popham have it? Still side by side, a lap number 11 out of 30. It's heating up here. Race fans all the way through the field. PJ Popham able to hold him off for the moment. But Stephen Perkins not going down without a fight. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to CRN, as it helps us out tremendously. Try to get us to our next goal of 800 subscribers, and another big wall tap from the number 11. That's got to hurt the confidence there. Getting it just a little bit too low, tapping the wall. Yeah, you can see there he's going to take a lap to move away from the wall, regain that confidence that he had, regain that trust he had in the car, and he's right back down next to that wall. PJ Popham starting to run the middle of the track now. Stephen Perkins all the way down by that wall, just a little bit off of it from where he was. As the 39, give a little bit of an update here. He's up 2 positions from where he has started, sitting right behind his brother in P number 8. So Trevor Notke trying to do what he can do to get up here to get that top 3 position. Jaden Lapp all over the back bumper of Jason Haynes, trying to do what he can do here. See what happens. Jason Haynes is going to run that inside. Nope, he's going to run about the middle of the track. Same with Jaden Lapp. Putting those tire marks right where they don't really want to be. But the question is, how far do you want to push the car? How far do you want to push it with tire wear being a factor? Lap number 18 in the books, going to jump back up here with the green flag, or with the leaders. And 19 laps are completed. 2 big battles going on the racetrack. Is going to be the 2 and the 11, and then you got the 65 and 66, or 25 and 66, excuse me. Jaden Lapp, Jason Haynes, PJ Popham, Stephen Perkins. Top 4 are the battle. These 2 drivers have opened up a 2-second lead over Jason Haynes. Jason Haynes able to hold off the number 25 so far. And now it comes down to, what do I need to do to get around the number 2? I know he's fast. I know I can do it. I've gotten alongside of him many times already. Looked like Stephen Perkins had a really good exit there off turn number 4 down to turn number 1. Yeah, he's getting really good exit speeds here. He's getting really good corner entries as well. Just not able to find the extra little bit of oomph that these 305s lack. So far, so good. It's 8 laps to go here at Eldora. PJ Popham now going down to the inside to block any type of run that the 11 may get. And look at that. All the way back down by that wall again. It goes to the number 11. These 2 drivers fighting for everything that they have. PJ Popham able to hold the lead off. Trevor Notke still sitting P at number 8. Right behind his driver. So not going to be able to get that bounty collected or back to the front challenge. Score an easy $5 from yours truly, the CRN broadcaster, Stephen Perkins. Now going to try the top shelf. Do a little bit of a cut down maneuver. He got a great run coming off turn number 4. He's going to go right back down to the inside into turn number 1. 3 laps to go here at the Big E. PJ Popham has led from start to finish and doesn't really want to let go of this lead. Right now would not be a good time to lose it, because I don't think you'd be able to get it back. Stephen Perkins down to the inside. White flag this time by lap number 30. This race is official. It's going to end under green. Our first race ever in this series with no cautions. They're throwing caution to the wind now. PJ Popham down to the inside to block the run is going to be PJ Popham with the race win. 3rd is going to be Jason Haynes. 4th will be Jaden Lapp. 4th or 5th is going to be Zach Bremer. 6th, Christopher Cash. 7th, Josh Notke. 8th is going to be Trevor Notke. 9th will be Gary Mansberger. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Eric Dean. That finish was absolutely amazing. PJ Popham going to park it in victory lane here tonight. So we're going to go ahead and move it on back here. Just a few laps, since it's all green flag racing all the way in and through the race. We're going to go ahead and slow it on down and get a better look at this car. And I'm going to go ahead and find Mr. Jason Haynes, see if he's in here and ready to get that top 3. Not there he is. I'm going to go ahead and move up the number 66. That's going to be Jason Haynes. Jason, this is Dylan, the broadcast with you. Got a copy.
I got you.
All right, Jason. For once, I'm going to have to double check the stats here, but you guys had no yellow flags come out, and I mean that was pretty much the most beautifulest race I've ever seen. Brought a tear to my eye watching you guys battle as hard as you guys did. And everybody kept it clean. Yes, the start was a little bit messy, but you guys got it figured out pretty quick, and it took about 30 laps for Jaden Lapp to try to get around you.
Yeah, he was there. I could hear him the whole time, but I held my line and just ran smooth, clean laps, and that's all I really wanted was just a smooth, clean finish today.
Yeah, nice, smooth, clean finish here tonight. Landed you a P3 finish. Obviously, if maybe a caution came out, you could have had something for Stephen Perkins up there in P number 2, but you can't be too mad about a solid P3 finish. When you've seen the leaders get side by side, where you're thinking maybe a little bit of contact between those two are going to set up for a quick yellow, and you take that lead and have it in your back pocket, or are you just worried about racing the track how it wanted to be raced and worrying about it in the rearview mirror?
Honestly, they're really fast and they're really clean. I was just racing my race. A lot on the line. I'm pretty sure that should clinch the sprint car points for me, so that's pretty awesome to come out of the whole season and come away with the number 1 finish in the points, so that's good, and I'll take a 3rd place out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Always got to take the P3 whenever you possibly can, and obviously we'll make sure that you do, or see if you did get the sprint car points here tonight with Chris updating the points here momentarily. But Jason, before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody you would like to give a shout out to on that number 66 machine?
I got to thank Jaden over at 25 Cinematography, all the guys at Miller Time Motorsports. I do have some new sponsors. I just signed into a new league or a team, so I do have some more sponsors I got to pull up here.
All right, buddy. We're going to go ahead and
Rowdy's Barbecue Pit, Roundy's Lawn Care, and Cash and Customs, Innisfail Indy Karting as well.
Oh, getting a little bit of Cash Customs on that number 66, huh?
Yeah, we're kind of moving up and signing into some pavement leagues now here, and a pavement team that I signed on with. So looking like we're going to progress and keep on moving forward and getting faster.
All right, Jason. Can't wait to see how you do on the asphalt side. I wish I could have been able to be there to race with you, especially with the Smoky Mountain doing the asphalt series. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to race due to me having broadcasts on Wednesday night. So teary-eyed. I wish I could have ran with you, but it is what it is. It does end up happening. But one of these days, we'll get out there together and we'll run some laps on the good old asphalt.
We'll get out there and do some short track racing.
That's right. See, that's why I like you, buddy. The lone Canadian knows he just knows what to say in a rough time, buddy.
I know what's up.
See? All right, Jason, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that P3 here tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Have a great day, man.
All right, this is going to be our 3rd place finisher of Jason Haynes. I'm going to go ahead and grab our 2nd place finisher. That's going to be the number 11 of Stephen Perkins. And Stephen, this is still a broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I thought you had it. I thought for sure you were going to get that inside working on PJ Popham early in the race. You just couldn't get the power that the 305 did not really have to work it all the way around. But You two had one hell of a race all the way around this racetrack, and I don't think y'all even touched not one single time.
Yeah, it sucks because I was about to get around him, and I just missed the bottom, just barely missed it, and I felt my car just kind of slide out, and I was like, "Yep, that's it." And he was pretty much gone after that. I mean, that race was probably one of the best races I've had on iRacing, so I can't really be mad at that.
Yeah, you guys. There's a couple times where, I mean, if there's a safety barrier down on that inside wall, let's just see, you would have seen Dale Sr. Okay, I mean, that's just how close you were really to that inside wall. And like you said, you missed the bottom a couple times, and then you hit the wall a few times, and you kind of had to get that confidence back up to run the way inside lane there. And you ended up doing it once again, and it seemed like once PJ Popham noticed that you had that run, he did what he possibly could to try to hold that run off from you. But once you get alongside, it's kind of hard to keep him behind you. And he just had the defensive maneuvers down pat throughout the whole night.
Yeah, we were pretty close. I mean, that was probably the closest I've ever raced with somebody on here on this service. So, I mean, not hitting each other and getting into each other, I'd call that a win in my book, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a win in your book. You know, next week, Pro Late Models. I mean, it's been a up and down season across the board, but I mean, green flag, 30 laps. I mean, that's honestly the fastest race that we've ever had over here for this series. Can't thank everybody enough for being super clean and respectful here tonight. But, Steven, before I let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 11 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my parents and my son. They're watching right now, and I'd like to shout out my team, ESR, and Eric, for pretty much helping me out through this season and coming along on the journey with me. And it sucks that I lost the late model points last week. I ended up falling asleep in my recliner when I got home, and it just kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm still glad I'm in here. Got to thank you for broadcasting. Most of all, thank Christopher Cash for putting this league on.
All right, Steven, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here, celebrate that P2 finish, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that's going to be our second place finisher of Steven Perkins. Now going to grab our race winner. And that's going to be the number 2 of PJ Popham. PJ, this is Dylan in the broadcast booth. I got a copy.
I got you, Dylan.
All right, PJ. We see you. We don't see you. And you come back to the Big E, and you stamp your name into perfection pretty much here, leading all 30 laps. What a wild race it was, especially for you and Steven up there towards the front, side by side for multiple laps. Just couldn't get it done for him down on the inside, but you were the one who was able to walk away with the race win here after those crazy 30 laps.
Yeah, we're just able to, keep it up front. He got under us a couple times. When the track's heavy like this, getting underneath the guy is tough. So I was going to let him have the bottom, and I could just stay on his outside and keep the momentum up, It's a bummer that they redid the track at, intermission there. It would have been a lot funner with the track slicked off, but, one lane groove there, or one lane train, kind of. It's hard to pass in these things, so all I had to do was keep him from getting to the outside of me. So we tried a couple different lines throughout and just came home up front.
Yeah, that's something I can kind of agree with you on there. Once I seen that he would start running the outside, it looked like you kind of put your car up a little bit higher so that way he couldn't get to your outside, just like how you were saying. So obviously with the 305s not having the power like the 360s and the 410s, I've only ran the fixed sets for the 305, so I've always been down towards the inside wall because, one, it's more flatter, you keep the car more straighter, and that's just what the 305 wants. But I've seen Christopher Cash, I've seen you, I've seen Steven, I've seen pretty much anybody and everybody that could start running that outside lane, trying to make up some track position and or momentum, and they just couldn't get it done. But, I mean, side-by-side finish for you, well, not finish, but side-by-side racing for you and Steven all the way through the 30 laps, you coming away with a race win. I mean, you know, there's nothing better than to have a full 30-lap run, no cautions, don't have to worry about waving that yellow flag, and you coming home with a race victory here tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to run, light to light like that, clean racing. You know, that's one thing that a heavy track like that will allow is to kind of let us get strung out, and the cars are pretty stable, so you don't have to worry, about the side-by-side racing as much on a heavy track like that. So it was nice to go wire to wire for sure. Just wish the track would have slicked up a little bit better. These things, you become a little bit more technical when there's no grip, so...
Yeah, that's just how it ends up going. But next week, let me find the schedule here. Next week, I believe we go to, it is Lucas Oil for the late model. Is that something that you're interested in? Is that one of the tracks that you like?
Yeah, I would have wished I would have made it last week. I ended up getting sick last week. We had the crud going around, so I didn't feel like racing, or I would have been there. So as long as we don't have work and we're healthy, we'll be there.
All right, PJ. Before we let you get on out of here, is there anybody on that number 2 machine you'd like to give a shout out to?
Definitely got to give my dad and my fiance a shout out, and then thank all my sponsors: Bison Ford, Pacer Sign and Design, DM Race Engines, Upfront Bodies, Sullivan Brothers Construction, Flawless Auto Body, Elysian Salon, Realtor Dusty Popham, Falls Casino. Thank Chris for putting the league on and letting us come race every Tuesday, and you for broadcasting it, and the fans for watching.
All right, PJ, we're going to go ahead and let you get on out of here. Celebrate that win here again tonight, and hopefully we'll be seeing you again next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that's going to be our race winner here tonight of PJ Popham. Just an absolute beautiful race and beautiful finish for the race here tonight. 30 laps up, 30 laps down, no cautions. Nothing. Everybody was super clean, super flawless all the way throughout the entire race. This broadcast is over on this side, but make sure you guys tune in to John Obinger and Brendan Pold over on the other CRN broadcasts, as they have the Core Xfinity Series live right now. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to CRN. Help us get to our next goal of 800 subscribers. We can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for helping us get to where we are now. From myself, Jimmy Covert, Carl Handwerk, Brendan Polt, Thad Marshall, Abhi Vishivasam, and John Nobinger. Thank you guys so much for helping us out each and every race. Barry Kistler out there in the broadcast chat, helping us out as well. Can't thank you all enough for the continued support. Want to give a big shout out to 25 Cinematography for coming on board for the series sponsors. Elite Performance Industries, powered by the shop. If you want to get in on the dirt action, go to raceepi.com, become a dirt dev driver today, as they have a big Black Friday sale. Get ready to hit the account or hitting the stores. So make sure you guys go to raceepi.com for all your eNASCAR dirt short track needs. They have it all. I am one of their development drivers, and I absolute blast. Also want to give a big shout out to everybody that is watching, and hopefully everybody has a very calm, relaxing Thanksgiving this Thursday. There's not going to be a stream on Thursday due to it being Thanksgiving. So myself and Carl Haydock are not going to be in the booth on Thursday. So hopefully everybody out there that is continuing to watch has a great Thanksgiving, and give it thanks to those who really deserve it. And never forget the meaning of a true Thanksgiving. Friday, you got Friday, Black Friday sales. No broadcast, though. Saturday, no broadcast at all. Sunday, I'm going to be back in the booth. You got championship night for the Core Premier Series Tour Mods at Iowa. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a absolute adrenaline time all the way throughout the night. Then Monday, no broadcast. Tuesday, we're going to be right back here for championship night for the late models, pro late models here on CRN with the Smoky Mountain Grass Roots Dirt Race League. That's going to do it for myself here in the broadcast booth for CRN. My name is Dylan. Take care. Brush your hair.